The Old Northwest is not the only area experiencing population growth. In parts of the Old South, overplanting and erosion force ambitious farmers to search for more productive land in the South and West.
What Whitney's gin does is to make the plantation system feasible in the inland South. It used to be that the only kind of cotton in America that would grow needed a very simple kind of gin to sort of squeeze the seeds out, but it would only grow on the coast of South Carolina and Georgia. The invention of the cotton gin was designed to separate the fibers from the seeds of a special kind of cotton that would grow everywhere. And when that machine was perfected, it was possible to grow this fiber in the inland South and not just in these subtropical areas on the coast. Well, that meant that you could expand the slave plantation system into areas where it had never gone before.
Cotton demands fairly large plantations, and so the workforces grow, and the size of black communities who are on individual plantations becomes fairly large. Prior to the emergence of cotton as king, that's the phrase, the large plantations tended to be fairly selective and random, but that's going to become standard in what we call the Deep South, states like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, parts of East Texas. The investments are enormous for the planters in terms of land, in terms of workforce, and they have to have a return. Very often, people's economic survival is riding on the ability to use these workforces and these lands to yield crops. If it works, you really are set.
But if you bet the wrong way and the price goes down, you can also lose your shirt. So that Americans go west to find liberty for themselves, but they find themselves in a much more unpredictable situation than they originally thought. They find themselves, sometimes at least, the prisoner of international markets rather than the beneficiary of them. Historians are coming to call that moment the market revolution, not because nobody ever did marketing before, but that large numbers of Americans who thought they were more insulated from what international trade was all about were suddenly much more hooked into it than they had been before. This offers tremendous opportunity for some people and tremendous risks as well. So it's this liminal kind of a scary moment where things could go either way and you just don't know what might happen.